Good morning. It's been a while. Alright. What are we doing today? Well, we are going to try out this new patch, which is impossible to pronounce. Jigonhsasee? I don't know. Let me know how I went with that pronunciation. Anyway, some of the changes that were made are related to improve the way line of sight's feedback in battle. So that is one of the things that I do want to try out. I know that one of the challenges in the war is that you never know whether or not you're going to be able to take a shot from a certain direction, and it wasn't always clear why. So hopefully that's a little bit better. Avatar rewards as their opponents, so maybe your opponents can use some of the rewards. And then there's just a bunch of improvements to the AI. I think the AI shines the most if you go to war. And then the other thing is that there was a patch maybe half a month ago or something like that changed a lot of things in the military. So that's why we're going to try out the Mycenaeans, go to war early, and see how good the AI is now in military. So that's going to be the aim. Now the other thing that they also did is that they added detailed tooltips for challenges and rewards. So that's good. So I guess there's like a few things like there's a symbol it can be used to represent an empire when starting, a few decorations here. So I guess it's just a little bit nicer. We can take a look at the event. Okay. So I'd have to connect to G2G. Hang on. Let's see what the buttons are. Let me see. Do I already have one of these accounts? Come on. These. Okay. Check somewhere else. I should have done this before. What is it called? Keychain. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can get this done quickly. I'll show you what it looks like, but alright. Okay. I don't think I can make this work. So we're not going to waste time on that. Anyway, it looks like there's some improvements to events as well. So it's good. But anyway, so what we're going to do is start a new game. Go for some random AIs, which is always good, and normal, humankind. Ooh, turn limit reached. Okay. Can toggle in default presets. Okay. We'll just sort of use the default here. What else? Land percentage. 2 continents I think will be fine. We'll go with abundant strategic resources just so that, you know, we don't miss out on something. So I think we should be good to go here. We'll see how we go. So yeah, we're going to be looking to try out at least this one, improve the way line of sights work, and also just see what the AI, if the AI is any better at all. So we're going to be looking for military strategic planning, how they claim territory, diplomatic camps and alliances, if they're any better at gathering fame, and I guess the pollution is going to be hard to tell, at least in the early game. Alright.
While your tribe looks to you for leadership, the weight of all those future, unborn generations also weighs upon your decisions. What sort of lives are you living?
Not staying, just coming to express my... Well, apologies, we'll get back to Satisfactory. There was a patch that was released for this, so just want to try out the patch and we'll get back to Satisfactory soon. Okay, so of course we're going to be exploring up the river as usual because the food situation along rivers is far better. Alright. Let's see. Of course we'll take that. Getting a little bit of food on the first turn is always a good accomplishment, so that's excellent. Now there could be food on some of these rivers over here, and there could also be food that has respawned down here. Now the challenge here is that if I step onto this river, I lose all of my movement. So what I'm gonna do is go here. Okay, and then we'll step onto here. It looks like we'll get a little bit of food here. Hopefully it's enough for the second unit. No. Definitely not enough for the second unit. Alright. I'm out of movement. That really sucks. Okay, so here we go. This is going to be 15 food. And then with this unit we can keep exploring upriver here. Okay, there's some more food. Now, I think I'm gonna take this food for now and then we'll be aiming to go to this food. It's all good, Mr. Quickly. I miss Satisfactory already, so I'm looking forward to getting back to it as much as you do. Okay, that's good. We'll definitely take this. Now, don't combine these units. There's an event where these guys have disease and then things go terribly wrong. Alright, we'll capture this. There's a mammoth over here. We are turn 5. We would need like 2 units to get her up there, which is going to be hard to accomplish. I think with this unit I'm going to be aiming to go towards this food over here, hoping that we find a little bit more. Ooh, there's some food down here. Right, so we're going to be aiming to go for this food next turn and then maybe towards that food, which should get us another unit here. These guys already have a little bit of food. Now I am tempted to actually go and attack this mammoth. So what we'll do is we'll get this unit into position up here, and then obviously we have to undo this. Is like combining these is kind of risky, but it's probably worth it to get a mammoth. Alright, let's see where this mammoth goes. Okay, it sort of runs away. Let's see if we go here, right. it's downhill here right now, so this is a really good attack. If we can get both of these units to attack that mammoth. Okay, right. Let's grab this. Let's see. Hoping for a. Okay, we only got a 5. Right, we'll go for this next, and then we'll have 4 units. Now I have to keep an eye out here for the Mycenaeans going. Right, let's capture. That's exactly what I wanted. Stopping the mammoth from. Okay, this is risky because we're combining these 2 units, and one of them was from the thing with disease, but alright. I'm not sure. Oh, okay, you can see that the mammoth is likely to want to deploy right here. Probably going to put this unit here though. So the challenge here is going to be, actually, I think the mammoth will have a hard time getting out of this. So we'll attack downhill here and leave this unit right here. I assume what's going to happen. Oh, what's this? Open ground, receive no particular bonuses or penalties. Okay, so that's new. Forest. Stirs units, okay, that's cool. Improves the defensive bonus against missile fire. So I guess they've added like little bits and pieces here that show you a little bit about each of the tile modifications. Okay, so we have to think a little bit here. Now, the mammoth, I believe the mammoth has to respect zone of control, and I believe these units enforce zone of control, right? If not, the mammoth is likely to go over here and attack me on one of these tiles, like sort of like this. I'm hoping that what the mammoth does is it goes to this tile and attacks me, or it just straight up attacks me. If it goes to this tile, I'm going to have a really good move over here. The other thing, if it does go to here, if I'm at least here, I can actually attack downhill with a rear attack. It looks like the mammoth just straight up attacked me, so I'm okay with this. If I can somehow get a rear attack on this mammoth, I would, but I think I'm gonna leave this unit here just to, in case the mammoth wants to change position at all. I don't think it does. So what we'll do here... We can switch this for a healthy unit. Like we can withdraw this guy and just get the healthy unit to attack in, which we will do. We'll do a lot more damage that way. And then the mammoth is dead, and we get a third unit, which is great. And here we should be able to get our 5th unit. Sorry, we got our 4th unit here. Now we got our 5th unit. Now it's turn 7. We haven't put down an outpost yet. This saffron gives me a little extra food. I think I would rather have this marble. The other thing is that this is not a very good production location. So what I can do here is actually maybe take this tile, which is a pretty good production location, and then that'll get me, like if I go here, we can actually take a bit of a look here. So this is 10-12 or 9-14. I think we'll go for the 10-12. Okay, cool. So we'll just have to take this unit out, get that unit in here. And then we'll be able to take this location as our outpost, which is really good. Right. Yeah, we're gonna be going for the Mycenaeans here, of course. The only question is, do we go for it straight away? I don't see a reason why we wouldn't. We haven't scouted our neighbors yet. Looks like we are, like one of these sides is the end of the continent. Okay, I think we're going to go to the next era here so that we can take advantage of these Mycenaeans as quickly as possible. Build an army, which is essentially what we need to do. Okay.
Ah, the challenges.
Okay, and now the name of the game is find the neighbor to attack. So we have a 3 stack over here. Let's get this weak scout back into our territory for healing purposes. Okay, and then you can explore in this direction. And this last unit can explore in this direction. Looks like we have a sanctuary to burn down. Okay, it'll also be good to get another outpost put down sooner rather than later. Alright. Looks like a bear attacked me here. Alright. If I position myself here, I'm exposed to a downhill attack. If I position myself here, they have to come to me. So I'm just going to let the bear do its dumb thing and attack me uphill. Okay. Let's get this unit back home. And burn down this sanctuary to stop free people from spawning. Okay, still haven't found our neighbors yet. I do want to have at least an archer around as well, so that we can try out the new stuff in terms of the. Alright. See that? Okay, here we go. These guys are still a tribe. I'm gonna try to do as much scouting as possible to see where their cities are, but this very much looks like direction I want to attack, and also looks like the continent sort of gets a little bit narrower here. Alright. Now we do want to put this down, definitely. Okay, I'm not gonna pick anything else for now because I need to see what happens. I need to make new choices when we unlock that Mycenaean fortress. Okay, so the key thing here is to unlock the Prometchoi. So we're going to go for this 12-turn research. Doesn't really matter what we pick here at the moment, but we're going to set up this kind of focus here. I do want to know 111 influence, and how about you? Still 111 influence. That's a lot of influence. I do want to capture this because it's another marble. Alright. These guys are still a tribe. Olmecs, I saw another unit right there. In the fog of war. Looks like they haven't fixed that issue yet, where you can sometimes see. Okay, we can see that they've captured a territory here. Okay, so it's sort of up there. I'm gonna be careful here to not get too close to their units. I don't really want to fight. Okay, so they've just put this down. I think they're gonna be very, very vulnerable here. Even to an attack with maybe two of my warriors, and they're likely to be done. 2 or 3, depending on how far they get. So they can't advance to the next area yet. So that'll be the key thing for us to keep an eye on. Okay, let's see. We have a curiosity down here. No enemies in sight. Okay, the fact that we just discovered this as the first ones means that I'm expecting the other enemy to be somewhere down here. I can't remember if we picked 1 or 2 continents. 2 or 3 continents. We definitely don't. We have more than 1 continent. This is the only enemy. It's going to be a bit of a boring war, I have to say. Alright, let's go for this. Right, there's another one down here. Right, let's keep exploring in this direction. Looks like this is the end of the continent. Okay, we're fighting somewhere. Right. Looks like this is a pretty bad choice for them. If I had 2 units here, they would have no chance, but I only have 1. The thing here is that we're gonna have to occupy one of these 2 tiles. Well, they're gonna want to move to here and attack me. Actually, I think they're gonna be stuck here. Okay, I think this is a really good deployment zone. Yeah. Because of my zone of control, and now I get a downhill attack on them as well. And now they get to move up here. And now I'm just gonna kill their unit there. And let's move back up here. Actually, I'm gonna retreat these scouts because they're weak now. I think this is a fine location. Just gonna camp here, keep an eye out on them. I know they have another unit somewhere over here. Alright, so we've just finished that. I do want to finish this Cyclopean Fortress. Calendar is probably a good thing to go for next. Or maybe let's go for carpentry so that we unlock our archers. How much production? 13. Wow, only 36 industry cost. That's really cheap. Alright, let's switch this unit. Okay. Did I meet someone, or did they pick the Hittians? If they pick the Hittites, it's gonna be bad news for them. But I don't think that I've met another empire. No. Okay, there's another. Okay. It does look like there's nobody else on this continent, at least at the moment. They are stronger, so what I'm gonna do with these is just retreat them back. But yeah, they're gonna have a very hard time here defending against this. We have another 4 turns. Oh, we're gonna be limited by population here. So let's put this into food so that we get more population more quickly. Okay. Nubians. Yeah, we need to get this sooner rather than later. can make your way back. Right, let's just position ourselves up here, just to keep an eye out on things. Okay, you can heal up. Let's keep exploring. I think there was a... yeah. Okay, good. You can stay there just to keep an eye out on these guys, but they're gonna be our main war tag. Ooh, this city has no population in it. Oh my god. It's not gonna last very long. Well, even if it has more than 0 population. Alright, I'm only gonna do it if it has 0 population. It's gonna have 1 like straight away, no? Okay. So if I position myself here, like on this tile, I'm essentially a couple of, at least 1 tile closer, right? So if I declare war next turn, assuming they don't have anything, yeah, you can see that I can attack next turn and take their city. Give me money. Alright. Now, you are right there with your units. They could attack me here, but they would have a really hard time. Alright. Okay, so this guy... I would need 45 gold. This can be one of the first units that we have. I think with 2 units here, we will easily be able to overcome them. I already have enough units to attack, and we will be building this pretty soon. Then it's a matter of keeping the population up to date. Alright, we'll see if this still has 0 population next turn. It's a lot of money. Oh, it has 1 population. That sucks. Okay. Now 1... Oh, it has 2, so they must have put some population in here. I don't think that we can win against 2 population, so I'm just going to retreat a little bit here. But yeah. So we should get more industry pretty soon here. After this finishes, I'm even going to pay for it. And then it's only 2 turns for this. And once we have those 2 units, I am going to go after this city with those 2 units. Even if if we get like some more population in here. Because at the moment, they won't be able to reinforce. It's a pretty late tech in the early game to be able to reinforce. So I'll just be able to take this city down pretty easily. Right, especially if we put some scouts into it as well. Now I'm gonna have a hard time expanding here because of my low influence, but that's okay. Right, let's grab this. Right. I need like 100 influence here. And I would would like to expand into this territory because of all of the production. Although it might be better actually to expand here because of all the food that's available. So yeah, instead of that, we'll put an expansion right here as soon as we can. All right, so we've researched that. Let's go for, well, I need that organized warfare, so we'll just have to do that. Still got 2 population. Right, so let's step here. And then we can expand here. Lots of food. 6 turns. That'll be fine for now. And then I do want to have an archer here. Maybe what we can do is switch out this unit for an archer. Okay, we're gonna be a little bit more friendly with the Harappans. Because they're essentially the second war target, not the first. Alright, let's go to that sanctuary and burn that down. Keep exploring over here. Layers are always good to burn down. Okay, so next turn we'll have 2 of these units and launch them at... We'll launch them at this guy. Get there as quickly as possible and try to get an archer to reinforce. So we'll disband and get an archer going. And let's get this guy upgraded as well. Right, let's see. Can we do this attack? Not yet, but next turn we can do this. Now, what about... So, what combat strength? I have 13. I think they would have 15, 16. I think the uphill bonus will be enough here for me to win this fight, especially if it's defensive. So if they decide to attack here, I'm okay. They choose not to. Then of course a sort of ground fight here would be fine as well. Because I'm much stronger than them. And I'll be able to deploy on that tile too. Alright. Let's see what they do with this unit. Okay, that's even better. Oh, I didn't pay attention over here. I'm just going to deploy on that tile. You're gonna have a really hard time winning this. How are they getting this lucky? Okay. We did win, and now we're going to run away. So that win is a really good one. Okay. How are we doing here? +1 and 1 turn, 4 turns, and then we will attach this as well. Now what I can do here is actually put a unit right here. And then I should be able to switch to here. And attack downhill. And they run away with that, which is good. Exactly what we want to see. We keep boosting our war support. And once we have this archer, we'll group this up and send a force after this. Okay, there's another unit right here, so we might lose that scout, unfortunately. Alright, let's burn this down. Burn that layer down. I should have probably withdrawn this sooner. Let's see, can we get this guy out of here? Alright. So let's join these up. Get that scout in there. What did we get? Okay, legitimacy. That's a lot of influence. I don't think I want to spend that because I want to actually improve that outpost. Alright, so how are we doing? +1. We can go for another one of these. And then we'll go for this. And then we'll be able to attach this as well to grow faster. Right, let's keep exploring here. This silk would be really good, but we're not going to get it anytime soon, unfortunately. I don't think the Rapids are going to be a big challenge. I mean, they're going to spiral out of control, but we should be able to capture this. Alright, let's get in here. And then we're going to be aiming to go here so that we can besiege that city as soon as possible. And we'll have another Prometchoy hunting for units over here. Nope. Oh, they paid me. Interesting. Alright, let's get these guys moving back a little bit. I'm not sure what kind of units they'll have. Okay, there we go. That'll be the key determining factor here. They could already have fairly strong units. Okay, so these chariots being where they are is frustrating because I can't move this unit away now. Okay, let's take a look at this one. 20 will definitely do this. I'm not sure if these guys are going to come and burn this down. Would be annoying if they did. And these guys need to get out of here and found somewhere rather than sit on my doorstep. Right, let's go for that sanctuary. Right, so we got that, which is good. Alright, I'm not going to move these guys out because I don't want to lose them. Let's see what's in the fog of war in here. Alright, let's see what happens over here. Okay, so they got forced out, which is exactly what we wanted. And I'm just going to stay. Come on, I want to... Ah, here we go. This is going to be really strong. Though I think this would be better because we at the moment we are getting I think no, this will be fine. I think that'll be fine. And then we would want to maybe build another unit in here. Okay, so these guys have some scout riders. So a couple of turns until we get to attack. They have 5 population in there. Now I'm not that worried about population given some of the units that we have here. Alright, let's keep exploring, hoping for more curiosities. Let's explore over here. Alright, you need to keep waiting. Burn this down. Now I am keen to actually attack here. Right, so you have gone here. Alright, let's go for these guys, these scouts. I think I'm okay with this deployment, so let's see. Let's capture this, right? So, how... Target's not within range of unit's current position. I don't think these guys are going to have any zone of control penalties against me. But I think we'll be fine. Okay. And maybe these guys can finish them off. Alright. So that gets us to the 80 war support mark, which is really good. Again, this unit is in my way. Right, let's keep exploring. And I wouldn't be able to win this fight, I don't think. No. Alright, let's keep going on up here. The fact they have this much population still in their city tells me that they haven't done that much building in terms of armies. So that's good. Let's heal up here. Right. I think I should buy that. And then we will need to find ways of making more money now. So let's prioritize that and then science. Alright. So what is in here? Warriors and this. I still want this to go away. Alright, 2 turns until we get on here. I will take a short break here. I'll be back in 1 moment. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, let's move this just a little bit. Okay. We have a religion. Okay, we're definitely going to pick polytheism as usual. Alright, we have a new thing that we can build. +6. I think we can go for another one of these archers. Yeah, let's go for one archer here. And then maybe it would be good to get a little bit of infrastructure going here. Maybe even one of these. Anyway, we can figure that out in a couple of turns. Hopefully these guys go away. I need to project some force over here. 2 idle armies. Right, we got a bunch of money. Another layer that we can ransack. Still need to skip that turn. Alright, next turn it's going to be wartime. Well, no, the turn after this one. Because we will be able to attack and essentially besiege this city. Alright, so they have sort of gone away for the most part. So I think that we can move these units out. You can see that they have some stuff over here. So, alright, let's get this. And then we can step back and burn this down. Alright, next turn. I don't know what's here. Okay, we need some weird scout. Alright, let's see what happens here. So we have this unit. This means that this won't be able to go very far. Alright, let's move ourselves onto that river. Alright. Save the game before always interesting. And then we will declare war here. Alright, relations. You are at peace? Okay, I don't want to be at peace. Ah, okay. No. Declare war. Alright. Let's go here. Okay, so we are here. So they have attacked me here. Now I have to defend my flag. Okay. Now I'm gonna plant a fairly strong unit on here and then just occupy these back 2 turn tiles. So this unit needs to go here. I don't really want any units on this tile because it's on a downhill. I might just sacrifice my scout unit, and I would like to withdraw this unit somewhere else. Actually, here is fine for that unit. Been waiting for Humankind. Glad I made it again. Yeah, I'm just sort of like trying to wait for like key moments, you know? Alright, so it says we're weaker, but I think that will do fine. Because they're going to make really poor decisions here. Okay, so the key thing to damage is this unit here. Because it's the strongest unit they have. Let's see what they actually have. Yeah, so they have these warriors that are weaker than my units. Don't know what is this. Okay, so that's just levies. That's levies. That's a warrior unit. That's levies, and I assume this is a warrior unit. Yeah. Alright. This might still be quite challenging. I don't know if we'll win this. Okay, I mean if this is the quality of the decision. Alright, let's kill that unit. We will lose this archer here. I don't think I'm gonna attack. I mean, that's not good. Okay. So this tells me that it was a bad idea to attack. If we had been in a better position, would it have made a big difference? I think we just needed more units up here. So these two units would have needed to come up here, and then we would have been fine. Versus some weak scout units, you know? Okay, so let's think about this. Obviously we go back. As usual. It's about figuring it out, you know? So let's look at the situation once it loads here. I think the main problem is that that scout unit is kind of weak. And we attacked from over here where we had a very bad tile to defend. I don't know until these units are up here. 3 turns. Alright, we'll just have to maneuver around here. Get these units moving. I do want to get this unit away from there, but... Alright, let's get an obelisk down here. Maybe right there. I'm not going to go for that. Alright, let's keep exploring a little bit here. Alright, let's go over here. Always looking for more curiosities. There's some down here. Looks like we could actually capture another territory here. I think I would like to capture this territory. Actually, this territory up here would be fine as well. Especially because it's got some pearls in it. Maybe a little bit defensive would be fine. Yeah. Let's pick this. Also saw something over there. Alright. Let's get those guys out of here. I'm not gonna do anything with the independent people. So they have a scout unit that just went past. Let's get these guys away. Yeah, put your outpost down here. That will be fine. let's get ourselves to here. Actually, we would be able to do that attack. Can these guys reinforce next turn? No. Okay, and if I do this attack, I think I actually have a pretty good position here, right? Like I can deploy a couple of my units over here that I want defensively. Especially this tile will be really good for my archers if I have to defend. I would probably put maybe a scout unit down here, or maybe a scout unit in here, and then my couple of warriors here. That would be the deployment. And then if they want to attack, well, actually I should probably occupy these 4 tiles, right? Like maybe a warrior down here, a scout up here, an archer here, and a warrior here. And then it'll be really hard for them to break this defense. Like if they want to attack me here, it's evenly matched, but my units are stronger than theirs, and I get to shoot them with archers each turn, and all the other attacks are going to be very, very weak ones from them. Alright, let's try it from this angle. Alright, you declare war. And if they don't decide to... Okay, so I am defending here. Okay, so like I said, you are going there. This unit is going here. This scout unit is defending here. This unit is defending here. Now this is one of my weaker units. But, alright. Oh wow. Alright. They have a lot of units here. They do have a downhill attack into here. Maybe I should retreat to here. I think these scouts are just too weak to be reliable in reality. Like if I had a good defense on this side, I could always switch this unit out and keep shooting them over here. Let's see how this goes. So I have to switch these guys out here. Like if I had a strong unit over here, I'd be able to do all these like really powerful attacks. But obviously now it's all broken down, so... Alright, so we'll have to wait one more turn. And maybe the archers are not really going to help me a lot in this game, in this fight. Like I'll just switch out these archers. And in fact, I can move these back a little bit because we can just attack into there straight away. So next turn we can do all the switches that we want to make here. I just hope they don't attach it straight away. That would be kind of annoying. Because then I would be having to declare war. Right. Let's get onto that. So yeah, we can put these units here. And obviously next turn we would be able to attack. So what we'll do is get this unit in there, this unit in here, and this can retreat. And we can join up here. Oops. Do I want to fight this? No, I don't. Alright, let's see. I'll be very interested to see if we can win this with, like, these strong units. Alright, let's hold this down for a little bit. Capture this. Okay, cool. Ooh, nice. The Mycenaeans are obviously, like, just able to... Sorry, the Happens down here are, like, running away with the game at the moment. But once I have taken out these guys, it should be pretty easy. Okay, so... another try here against them. Wow. Let's position ourselves right here. Okay, let's take these units away. What's in here? So they've got an archer. I think that these guys wouldn't be able to win. And it also tells me that they're not in here right now, right? Alright. I want to do that attack on the city though. I think the city attack is far more important. I'm gonna leave these scouts. But actually, let's get this back. Pay you. Alright, let's take this. Get out of my borders. Oh, that's not good. Alright, we'll just have to join these up. Alright, next turn. I want to move to here. Okay, they've run away. I mean, there's no point in that. And I assume that I was attacked down here. Yeah. Let's retreat on this. And I'm gonna try to get these units away a little bit. But yeah, let's try this again. Probably just need to build more units down here now. +1 in 1 turn. Alright. Attempt number 3. Alright. So now we just take 1, 2, 3, 4 these tiles here defensively. And of course I'm gonna be the weakest from this direction, but then the other tiles should be fine. So look at some of this. These are amazing attacks. Alright, and then the rest will just stay. And these guys just have a bunch of levies. I do need to kill these levies to be able to take this city. And then they don't have any cities anymore, so... They're not doing anything. Okay, I do need to go after those guys down here. Alright. We'll just get a surround on these guys here. Then next turn, oops. we can attack these guys down here. I think that's their last unit. Yep, they only have 2. I will just do this attack as well. Okay. So that just died. You can't go over here. Okay. What about you? Nope. Alright, so next turn, you know, we'll have to finish this battle off. Rather than being able to do it this turn. Alright, these guys are really annoying. Okay, what about you? Right, so we've got a few turns here until we're able to do this. I do want to attach this actually. Let's do that. Attach that. And need to be careful with these units, they're very exposed at the moment. Now, question is, do I want to finish this obelisk of the gods? That's really good. I think that should be fine. It's not like I'm going to be able to get an army straight away. Alright. Let's burn this down. Oh, I should have. Okay. So that tells me that now I have this under my control. Now they have turned this into a city as well. I would like to just step this back, heal it up just a little bit, and then take out this city as well. Nessa. Run away with these units somewhere. Preferably not towards those guys though. Oh, these guys might be dead. Let's see. Let's run them away, like over here. I should pay these guys again to get this faster in a couple of turns so these guys won't attack me anymore. Alright. What else? So yeah, we want to go for this as soon as possible. Which means like paying to heal this. So we just need to step it back, pay to heal. Go in here, attack, and then we should be good to go. And then it's just a matter of finishing the war. Alright, you want to fight for some reason? We'll deploy over here. Well done on that, AI. Alright, let's go over here. Still a very precarious situation over here. I'm not sure what'll happen. But I think that we tried it out. Tried out a lot of the things that we wanted to here. Alright, cultural blessing. I don't think I want to spend on that right now. Okay, let's see what's over here. Okay, celebrating, learning, defiant. Right, let's get a little bit of science going. Alright, so these guys just need to step back, pay. Come on. And then we just, oops, no. Don't go on your own. Okay, and then next turn we'll just take out this city. This city should be much easier than this city was. And I think they attached these, yeah, they attached these two cities together. Alright, let's move these guys back and get them defensively into that city. Hopefully the Rappans leave me alone here. Be annoying if they attacked. Right, so next turn these guys won't do anything against me anymore. I don't know why this says infinite, but... Alright, let's take this, also go for this. Then we should run away quite rapidly. Alright, let's get those guys back. Next turn. Alright, defend my flag. Again, we're just going to take all of this upper territory here. And they're going to have a really hard time against me here. I do want to go after this. What units do they have? Okay. What is this? Okay. I think this attack is fine. Next turn, I can free up some of this. I just don't want to leave this tile open. Well, I don't think these guys can get out here. So what we'll do is we'll move over here. So we'll do this attack again. What would this be? 26 versus 23. Okay, so it would be great. Don't know why they keep wanting to hide over here. Right, so the aim here is going to be to try to get rear attacks onto these guys next turn. So we'll have to do a bit of shuffling here. I don't want to do that attack. Oh, I made a mistake there. Anyway. Alright. Let's kill these guys and then... I don't think I need to win this fight this turn. It'll be fine. Be perfectly fine for us not to. Right, let's run these away. So now these guys should be fine with me. What fine? Alright. So now I just have to finish this turn. So yeah, the aim here is to get a rear attack on these guys. Right, and now I own this city as well, and the Hittites are history. Wow. War resolution. My war score's 224. So next turn they should just lose. Oh, hello. What are we fighting? Maybe got an archer in here. Okay. I think I have, what? Some levies. Oh my god, I don't even have an archer in here. Alright, well, we'll see what happens here. Oh wait, no, I have Prometchoy. They're gonna have a very hard time here. Let's deploy to here. Is that uphill? Yes. So, what we're gonna do here is take, maybe attack down here. Oh wait, that would leave my flag exposed. So I don't want to do that. I think this should kill them. No, not quite. Okay. So I think if I do this... This premature was a lifesaver. Boy. Without that... Show details. I don't think I'm gonna spend on this right now. I should actually do this legitimacy maybe, or this founding myths. Yeah, I should definitely do that. I should have done that a while ago. Alright, now we are running away with this game, so... I think that we should be able to take most of this territory from them. Especially because we are about to go to nearly 100 war support, and they should lose the fight. What else do we have? Yeah, here we go. I knew that this was going to be a problem. We're running right into the lights, then we're gonna lose that scout. Ah well. Alright, you are going to have to heal yourself up here. Maybe I'm even gonna pay you to heal up. Alright, we have won that war. And the other thing that we should do here, just have a quick look here. And take this city. Alright. Let's see what we get in our war resolution here. And 238, alright. Give me all of your territory. Okay. What does it say? 245 of 238. Okay, you can keep Aldurim, maybe. Where's Aldurim? I assume it's this. Yeah, it's this territory here. So they can keep this city. They'll be surrounded by my stuff. Or I can give them this. Which one's worse? I mean, this barely has any land attached to it. I think they're gonna have a really hard time with this. They could even build a fairly nice city here. So keep Alganib and give me Aldurim. Actually, let's check for luxuries. So that has some... Yeah, look at this. This Mercury is just way better. Alright. So now they suck, and we did really well. So the Mycenaeans are really strong again. With that reduction in the unit cost, you can build up this and maintain it. Now, I know that we have a problem here in terms of the influence, minus 58, because we're 4 over. Now, let's see. Leadership is unavailable to me. We can be 1 city over, but we just captured like 2 cities, right? So we'll have to burn down one of these, and then I might burn this thing down. Actually, probably should burn this down and attach it to this. But yeah, so what we'll do is we'll burn this down and replant this and attach all these things together. Alright, where are we fighting? Well, I don't really think I need to play that. I think that the Rapins are going to have a hard time against me now with like this number of cities and this amount of territory. At some point we'll take out this as well, but you know, really doesn't matter that much. Oh, look at that, we found another curiosity. would be worthwhile just to keep an eye out on what these guys are doing. Alright, we should definitely build this because it's really strong. Wow, actually the best it says that it's going to do is that, which is not great. Let's help with that obelisk of the gods. Yeah, you can also help with this. And I'm gonna keep this thing around. So that is really good. Yeah, we'll take that one right there. Alright, so now that's fine. 146 influence. So we should be able to do that in a couple of turns. But yeah, what we're gonna do is we will leave the game here for now. And then we'll just read through the patch notes in detail. So hang on. We'll continue this game at some point. And we'll just record like a video on the patch notes here. And I'll talk a bit about my experience and so on. And I might cut in some of the footage that we captured. Hello and welcome to this video about the Jigonhsasee? I don't know. But it's basically a new patch for Humankind that was released earlier today. So it's version 1.0.6.667. And we have just played a little bit into a game, just trying out some of the new features, so I can tell you a little bit about how that all works, and I'll even cut in a little bit of footage here and there from that game to demonstrate some of the things. But yeah, we'll go through the change notes here, and I'll talk a little bit about based on my experience with this game and so on. I have like a few hundred hours in this game now. Let's see. Library. Humankind. Yeah, about almost 200 hours. So that's sort of the experience that I'm talking from. Alright, let's start with the important changes and additions. Improve the way of lines, the way line of signs are feedbacked in battle. So this is one of the key changes. We had a little bit of archer combat, and I'll show you that in here. And so they changed some of the, like they lifted up the indicator of where the archer shoots, and so they made it a little bit easier to see. I think it still would be good to do a little bit more. One of the things, I don't know if I can get into a fight anywhere with an archer. Okay, we can. One of the things I still would like to see, hopefully they don't just run away. I wanted to fight them. Anyway, one of the things I would still like to see is a better way to understand the where you're going and what kind of line of sight will be there. So that was a little bit hard still. The other change that I noticed is that they've added a little like circle on each tile when you are in combat. So let's try and show you that. And it tells you a little bit about each of these tiles, right? So if we like in the left there, so it says open ground and river. So the river heavily restricts unit movement, applies heavy combat strength penalties. Do I have the technology? Can this guy get in? No. Just trying to show you, but okay. Anyway, so they do tell you a little bit about, you know, the various things that are going on here, which give you some key information about like whether it's a good idea to move to any of these particular tiles, right? So that's good. I think they made it a little bit easier to understand the battles, so that's always a good change. Added the ability to use avatar rewards as AI opponents. Okay, so I guess that's a nice change, so you can actually play against some of the cosmetic, or like if you have unlocked the avatar, you can also apply that to your opponents that you play against. They said that they've improved the military strategic planning, so armies management, reinforcement, bombing, disembarkment, and so on. I think that we saw some smarter movement from the AI, and they tended to attack out of a city when I was besieging it, which is kind of the same that it has always been. They did position some of their units fairly well. I mean, I don't know if it's like a massive change to their intelligence. They still attacked me in a city where they had, a very hard time actually taking me out, and I didn't really pay that much attention to the battle, and I still won it. So yeah, we didn't get to see this territory claiming behavior. I assume that's related to when you win or you lose a war, and the AI like picking the territories that it wants. Yeah, some of these other things we haven't seen. I mean, let's take a look and see how Fame is going. I mean, they're doing pretty good on Fame, actually. Like, this is an early game, and most of them are still likely to be in the ancient era, right? And for them to have gathered like 2,500 Fame is pretty impressive. In the past, the AI ends at around 1,100 Fame at the end of the game. So that's sort of the hurdle that you have to beat in order to win. But this looks pretty impressive, and especially that all of them have captured, most of them. The Hittis, the red guys, are gonna have a hard time because they only have one city left after I attacked them here. But all the other ones have actually advanced, which is also an unusual thing to see this early in the games. Often you tend to have like one or two laggards where they haven't unlocked all of the stars yet. So it looks like the Fame gathering improvements have been quite effective, and we haven't seen pollution management. Actually, it would be hard to know from the outside how well this works for the AI, but yeah. Okay, so changes and additions. They improved the data telemetry flow, which I assume makes the game a little more efficient. There's some settings for colorblind modes once the game is launched. Let's see if we can see those. Video display mode, okay, UI. Enable mandatory, select reorder battle view, interface size. Diplomacy, subtitles. Accessibility, okay, cinematic subtitles, narrator subtitles, diplomacy subtitles. Okay, so they let you pick, I guess, the various colors to make it easier for you to change the interface even after the game has started. So I think that's a pretty good change. So that will make it easier for colorblind people or people with a color blindness to sort of fix the game a little bit for them. That's great. Okay. Detailed tubers for challenge rewards. So yeah, we looked at that early on. So I'll cut a little bit of footage from that in here. It just like tells you a little bit of extra information about the various challenges that like the unlocks that you get from completing certain challenges, which is good. And it also improved visibility. I don't know what it looked like before because I didn't sort of look at it, but you'll see what it looks like now anyway. And I guess they improved the challenger localization. So let's go back to the main menu. Presumably the accuracy of the timer is a little bit better. Let's see. Time 8 days and 3 hours. Okay. Okay, fine, great. Proved feedback when players not connected to GK. We tried to complete that. I messed up logging in. So, okay, important fixes. Fix an issue where stuck with errors in the loading screen is encountered under specific conditions, both single and multiplayer. Okay, great. Fix an issue where stuck an error message occurred in game under specific conditions. Okay, great. Fix some issues where making the same demand. Start of a turn during normal gameplay under specific conditions. Okay, great. An error is generated after pressing the next player button from the end game screen under specific conditions. Okay, never encountered that one. Something about connecting the G2G account. Okay, another one. Attempts to edit the settings of a competitor for the first time on a fresh install. Interesting. After pressing the locate event button of the notification during late game. Okay. That's good. Fix an issue when error generated in main menu after leaving a session where natural wonder was discovered for the first time by the player. That's very random. Good to fix that. Fix an issue when error is generated when the client in the lobby clicks on the paste button. Okay. Fix an issue when error is generated when loading a specific quick save of a multiplayer session. Fix an issue where AI-related error is generated when two AI empires declare war on each other under specific conditions. Fix an issue where AI-related error is generated during gameplay under specific condition and also when ending a turn. Okay, that's always good. Some more fixes related to challenges. Okay, it's the Mount Vesuvius. I assume this is a wonder, so fixing that it always renders is really good. Fix an issue where scrolling the map for a prolonged period of time leads to grayed out edge. Okay. Fix an issue where city pollution models flicker. That's never nice to have flickering. Fix an issue where narrative voice lines for building 30 farmers' quarters trigger when the 16 farmers. That's a bit embarrassing. Fix an issue where the narrative voice line for 30 farmers' quarters trigger for building 30 market quarters. That's embarrassing too. I know that in some cases when you build one of the units, it thinks that it's a ship as well. So there were some quirks with like some of the narrator events. Okay, fix an issue where no end conditions are assigned to the default condition preset on first run until the preset is reselected. Right? Fix an issue where the turn symbols were twice inside the pollutions tooltip. Fix an issue where removed player persona strengths and biases are not correctly displayed in the community screen until restarting the game. Fix an issue where the second choice of the narrative event, highway robbery, has the same description as the first choice of the event. Okay, that's nice, just fixing that up. I assume that, you know, the rewards were correct, it's just like the flavor text wasn't correct. Fix an issue where debug text is displayed for one of the preset avatars. Okay. More debug text during connection timeout notifications. Fix an issue where debug text is presented in the description of the district placement confirmation. Give me freedom persona strength and the change state religion button. Okay, so a bunch of fixes. Some improvements to the AI, which is always important. I think the AI improvements are going to be hard to notice, but just over time they'll get better and better and better and better in the background. I don't think this game was any harder or easier. Sorry, I don't have it loaded anymore. Than before, maybe a little bit harder. The AI was a little bit more aggressive at attacking out of their city. And I also actually ended up attacking one of my capitals with their armies, which is quite good. Maybe they would have been better off throwing that army at, you know, the army that was just taking over all of their cities. But it is actually the first time that I've seen them do something like that, like attack my capital when it was pretty open at the time. I mean, they did lose that siege against like one premature unit, but and so that's really good. And the sort of line of sights are nice, like a nice little improvement, and like the little sort of tile or circular things that you can hover over that tell you a little bit of information about some of the consequences of moving to particular tiles is also really good. So yeah, thanks for watching, and speak to you next time. Bye. Alright, so that's the video. We'll get back to, I have to finish the stream at around now, so a little bit earlier than usual because I have an appointment and I have my normal day job. But yeah, I think this game that we started will have to load this because we made some choices to demonstrate some things. I think this game is in really good shape. We'll have to pick the next culture probably when we resume this game next time, and then we have to figure out a way to kill these Harappans. They're going to be the main competitors on this continent, and they already have 2 cities, which is nothing compared to my massive 3 cities, right? But still, we'll have to contain them, otherwise they're going to get a massive economic advantage. The Harappans are really, really strong. They're going to have massive populations on this, like you can see 17 population on the capital. So they will be very, very strong economically for a really long time. So we'll have to curb that. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next time on the next stream. Bye.